Yeah, I just picked up the Zboard so I can get some Pacific interaction with my MMO Wowsy over here, and I had what's this Wrath of the Lynch King key set that I wanted to replace because this space bar was sticking and my F6 was sticking, and I couldn't get it to unstick. The keys were really reliable. They did everything they were supposed to do. They're just hard to read, like especially all of the functioning keys up here. Like you have to really squint to even see because they were blurred out the way they were printed and pasted on here. And this was really washed out too. But as far as functionality, it works really well. Does everything it's supposed to do. Also, my biggest gripe was they cut the shift bar in half to put a voice key. Like, and when you get used to it, it's fine. But for when you're, used to pushing a full shift, you're like da 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 shift. What? I put an asterisk. I'm like, just give me a full shift key like a normal keyboard would have. So besides this shift bar stick, and I had to use this one and the F6 functional board. Then it went on me one time, and I just reset my computer and it came back up again. So a lot of people's like, oh man, it got offset or something, but not mine. It's sitting on a Z board. I was going to get the Steel Series board, but because since Cataclysm out, they got it at like $99. So I was like, this was only $50. So I grabbed this one for 50 and saved my money. And then they said that the Cataclysm key bindings works with the Z board. So I was like, sweet. The only thing that I had to do different was on my computer, I had to, let me exit out of this. I had to download the Steel Series engine to run it on my Zboard. And I do have my Zboard engine up too, just so you can see what it looks like. So this was just regular Zboard right here. And I would use that for the World of Warcraft King of Lynch. And so I can run my Cataclysm board right here, I had to download the Steel Series engine right here, and so as you see, all the stuff is right here. So everything works pretty fine. All the functioning buttons work. Like what's this? This is Yale, so it should turn red, and my guild turns that color, and emote for myself and BG. So all this stuff works like really good. Um, the board is very clear. Like where I was having problems looking at how they was printed out, everything's printed really clear, really crisp. Nothing's washed out like on the other board. They improved the arrows on here too. They got a walk button, run. So everything's like really solid with this board. I had it for like a day, haven't it went out on me. The board itself hasn't went out, and I just see that on a lot of forums. Oh, it went out, or I can't find it, or it's hard to do this. And I got 32-bit architecture, so I mean, I'm not having no problems with that. So, like, if I was to rate this, I'll probably give it like a 9 out of 10. And the reason why I didn't get a perfect 10 is because it has some buttons on this one that it didn't have on this. So when you get used to pushing those buttons, it's like you got to make a small transition. Like I said, this one does not have a PvP toggle that Wrath of Lich King did have, which would be located right here. Now, what they have for that area is trade, which both of them you can work in the interface. Sorry, I had to flash on so you can see, but it's just one thing that you have to unlearn and relearn. So this is the new Cataclysm board. This is wow, everything's working fine. High rating. I'm glad that they had it to where you could use Steel Series and Zboard back and forth. I'm so glad I didn't have to buy a Steel Series board because my board is working fine. So I really give it a high review, and it's not bad though, and it's pretty affordable. Like for this, I paid $30, and then I think 2 weeks ago I bought this Z board for like 45 or something like that from Micro Center. So it's still coming out cheaper than buying a whole Steel Series Cataclysm board. So that's my review. Subscribe if you need to, and I might answer some questions within the week below. Have a good day.